I used to think longevity was mostly about genetics. You know, the luck of the draw. Either your family lived long or they didn't. I'd see people doing crazy diets, taking supplements I couldn't pronounce, obsessing over steps and sleep trackers. And I thought, okay, maybe some of this matters. But the real stuff? That was locked in at birth. Right? Wrong. I was getting this completely backwards. Then I found research from the Cooper Institute, this was back in 2016, that stopped me cold. They followed over 55,000 people for decades. Not weeks. Decades. And they measured one single thing called VO2 max. That's your body's ability to use oxygen during intense exercise. It sounds technical, I know. But here's what they found. VO2 max was the single most powerful predictor of lifespan across the entire study. More powerful than smoking status. More powerful than blood pressure. More powerful than cholesterol levels. I couldn't believe this wasn't plastered everywhere. Let me explain what VO2 max actually is, because once you get it, everything clicks. Think of your body like a city. Your heart is the power plant. Your lungs are the distribution center, and your muscles are all the buildings that need electricity. VO2 max measures how efficiently that entire system works, specifically how many milliliters of oxygen your body can utilize per kilogram of body weight per minute. When that system is efficient, everything downstream gets better. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard. Your mitochondria, those are the energy factories in your cells, they multiply and get stronger. Your blood vessels stay flexible. Your brain gets better oxygenation. It's not just about running faster. It's about every single cell in your body being able to do its job. Here's where it gets wild. Harvard Medical School published a study in 2018 showing that people with high VO2 max had a 56% lower risk of dying from all causes compared to people with low VO2 max. 56%. The NIH followed that up with data showing that even small improvements in VO2 max, we're talking 5 to 10% gains, cut cardiovascular mortality risk by roughly 15%. And Stanford's longevity lab has been showing for years that VO2 max is modifiable at any age. Not just modifiable, dramatically modifiable. People have doubled their VO2 max. At 60, at 70. I can't believe this isn't more widely known. So here's what I started doing. First, I added what's called high-intensity interval training, HIIT, twice a week. Not long workouts, 20 minutes. I'd warm up for 3 minutes, then do 30 seconds of all-out effort on a bike, followed by 90 seconds of easy recovery. 6 rounds. That's it. The science here is that your cardiovascular system responds most dramatically to brief, intense stimulus. After 3 months, I got tested. My VO2 max went up by 18%. 18%. I felt it too. Stairs stopped winded me. Carrying stuff uphill felt effortless. Second, I started doing lower intensity steady cardio, the kind that doesn't feel flashy. 45 minutes of jogging or cycling where I could still talk. Once a week. This builds aerobic base and teaches your mitochondria to be efficient. It sounds boring, but it's actually meditative. Third, and I didn't expect this to matter as much as it did, I got serious about recovery. Better sleep, more stretching, actually resting on rest days. Your cardiovascular system needs time to adapt to the stress you're putting it under. I was training hard, but recovering poorly, and I was leaving gains on the table. And fourth, this sounds simple, but nobody talks about it. I added hills, walking uphill, running uphill, cycling uphill. Gravity forces your body to recruit more muscle fibers and demand more oxygen delivery. 2 times a week, just 20 minutes of hill work. None of this requires a gym membership or special equipment. A pair of shoes and willingness to breathe hard for short periods. We're all trying to figure this out together. And I wanted to share this because it genuinely changed how I think about aging. It's not about luck. It's about a measurable system you can influence. Here's what I want you to do this week. Pick one thing. HIIT twice a week or steady cardio once a week or hills. Pick one. Do it for 2 weeks and see how you feel. See if stairs feel easier. See if you sleep better. I'll keep sharing what I find as I go deeper into this. Subscribe if you want to keep exploring longevity with me. We're figuring this out together.